She didn't respond to my text.
Oh,
Um,
people get scared now.
right, right. So,
Yeah, people talk that talk till they know they're gonna be on air in front of everybody. Then people get scared. So,
right.
and then India, she getting ready for her birthday party.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
she's
right.
yeah, she said Saturday. So she not gonna be with us tonight because she had to switch up with somebody in work tonight or something, and so she had to take a nap before she go to work. And I'm like, man, she getting ready.
Understandable.
She getting
So
ready
that
for that
glare.
$1 million party.
Gone then. Oh Lord, I thought I
Uh-uh.
had fixed my hair and stuff.
What's up? What's
And
up, Ladarius? You all right?
uh,
She getting cute in front of everybody. Look at her.
who?
then
Me?
put the then put the school teachers back on.
I sure did. I sure did. Do I have a glare?
Yeah,
I
in
see
the
a
in the
glare.
glasses. Yeah, in the
Oh,
glasses.
I might need to take them off.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you don't need them.
I do, but
No, you be trying to hide. No, you ain't gotta hide.
I
Hey,
do.
hey, that was funny. When we see you in Walmart.
I told you, see, you saw how I be for real, live in
Yeah,
action. I was like, I hear somebody, but I ain't turning around. I'm getting what I need to get and getting up out of here.
that's funny. Well,
I
let me
was getting
welcome everybody. Let me
okay.
welcome everybody back to the Esha and India show.
Yeah.
This is our second episode. We're glad y'all tuning in. So y'all just heard us talking really behind the scenes. But how you doing today? How you been this week?
To this week, man, has been a great week. What
Okay.
about yours?
Yeah, it's been long. I can't say stressful, but it's been kind of long. But
It's been
I'm good
long.
now. Yeah, I mean, like today, I'm going to pick Shout up and goddamn it's wall to wall traffic on 75, 85. So I'm looking crazy. I'm like, man, shit wasn't moving, but I had to jump off and go on West P Street to P Street. And I'm like, man, this shit, yeah. But other than that, I'm good, man.
That's good. That's good.
What you want to talk about today? What's on your mind today?
Hmm. What's on my mind today?
Yeah.
Well, one of the topics that I would like to discuss, and if anybody's online with us, if they want to comment, just let me know. But the question that I have is, why, as a black man, when you're in a relationship with a black woman, things seems to be different between a black woman and another woman of another ethnicity, and it seems like the black man would treat the other woman of the other ethnicity different than he would the black woman. So I want to talk about that. Why does it seem like our black men give more respect to other women of other ethnicities, but women like us, who is a representation of their mother, because their
Right.
mother is a black woman too, you want to mistreat us?
Oh man, I don't. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really treat people different. I don't
Okay,
really care about the color of your skin. If I
right.
got a if I got an issue with somebody, I got an issue with that person. It ain't got nothing to do with their race or nothing like that. So I don't know, but it seems like black women treat white men better or the same way. You know what I mean? Like different ethnicities, it seems like they treat them better. Like they'll give a black man the blues, but when they date somebody outside their race, they don't have a problem with some submission. But for some reason, they won't submit to that black man. I don't know why, but I don't know. I guess some people might feel like they doing better if they date outside their race.
I've heard that from a guy that I know has said, like, and it was just a friend. um I'm gonna get me a woman that's not black, and then when they got with a woman that's not black, she's looked upon as being his queen. And like for instance, somebody like me is just a typical black woman.
Like I don't know. I don't know why people feel like that. Like I'm gonna treat my kind better if I have a preference. Teach. I'm gonna treat my black queen better. You know what I mean? I'm gonna only go to another race if I can't find what I'm looking for in a black woman.
Right.
So I don't think I have enough in common with another race to have a full fledged relationship. So if I'm gonna struggle or do anything, it's gonna be with a black woman. It ain't. I don't see me struggling with a white woman. You know what I mean? It just seems like every white woman's supposed to have money. Like if I'm gonna do any struggling, it's gonna be with my own kind. You know what I mean? So I don't know,
Right. Do you
man.
think that person could have like, or do you think a person could have like issues with their mother that things may have stemmed from their childhood and how sometimes like some women who may not have had their father to grow up in the home with them, and it seems like sometimes when it comes to relationships, they fail at that. So you think maybe like a person could have like mommy issues? You know how some people be like, oh, she got daddy issues.
I mean, I when you get grown,
Right,
I don't really let that be an excuse. Because
right,
if you felt like something was wrong in your childhood, when you get grown, it's up to you to make it better. Like, don't keep
absolutely.
dwelling on that. Or my daddy wasn't there when I was growing up. Okay, well, you grown now. You made it through that. So
Right.
you just make sure you don't be like that. You make sure you don't be an absent parent. But other than that, like that ain't gonna never be an excuse. Like I hear some of them same excuses from people 40 and 50 years old. Like,
Me too.
you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't get it. I don't see some men who've been abused as a child by their mom grew up not respecting them. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Ladarius, can you come on here? If you can if you at the crib, you can come on here. Instead of we reading your messages, come on here and talk.
Yeah. Come on and talk. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I think a lot of things be swept up on the rug and people use them as an excuse. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
I'm not real big on excuses
Me either.
because I feel like once you get grown, everything after that is up to you to fix it.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? So mm,
But sometimes, like when people don't want to deal with things within themselves, they always find something, you know,
right,
to point the finger at. When in reality, you really just need to look at yourself in the mirror and deal with you.
right. I mean, like it's always easier to blame
Right.
somebody else or put the blame somewhere else. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I just sent the Darius. Yeah, I think that's a cop out though.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then how many times are you gonna blame somebody else for something that's going on with you? Like
True.
you mean tell me you ain't gonna never be held accountable? Like that don't make any sense to me.
Right. Absolutely. I
And I
agree.
know, yeah, for me, I've always been willing to accept whatever consequences come with my decision. So I don't really do excuses.
Right. I always say excuses for the birds.
Right, right.
What's
And
up?
then
What's
Hmm.
up,
all you,
man?
what's happening, Pimp? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
Hey, good
I'm
evening. How are
good.
you?
I'm
Miss
good. I'm
Aisha,
good.
Miss Isha, that's Ladarius. Ladarius, that's Miss Isha.
Hey, Ladarius, how are you? Uh-oh, he froze up.
Yeah, you know he in them Alabama woods.
Oh,
Yeah, he down in them Alabama woods.
in the sticks, in the sticks.
Oh yeah. I mean, but like I think a lot of people just that is like people don't want to face reality.
Right.
you know what I mean? A lot of people don't want to face reality, so a lot of people love to put blame on everybody else. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm, I don't do well with excuses.
Me either.
You know what I
Me
mean?
either.
Yeah, let's find a way to fix it. If
Right.
you know what I mean, and you can never have a future if you don't get out the past. You got to get out that
Oh, that was
past.
good right there. That was
You know
real
what I
good
mean?
right there.
Yeah, you got to get out that past. Like that's one thing. I love my mama to death when she was here, but that's one thing that to me
Mm-hmm.
that was wrong with her. Like she could never let go of her past.
Mm.
Like even at the nursing home, she she couldn't let shit go. Like I went up there one day and they was like, who is James English? I'm like, huh? They said, who is James English? I said, that's my dad. And why you ask me that? They were like, well, we were trying to give Miss Ruby her medicine, and all she kept saying is she ain't taking no damn James English pills. I said, hold on, wait a minute. I said, no, my mom and my dad had been happily remarried for about 25 years.
Wow.
My mom is remarried. That's why her last name is Brewer. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
but she always resented my daddy because, well, I think a lot of it had to do with that was her first love, and
Mm-hmm.
when they end up getting divorced, they, you know what I mean. I don't think no woman wanna
Mm-mm. Been
whenever
there, done
whoever they
that.
fall in love with, they don't ever want to leave that person. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So I think between that and my grandfather gave them a chandelier
Mm-hmm.
for their wedding gift.
Mm-hmm.
And when we moved out of the house that we grew up in, he left the chandelier.
Mm.
So my mama always had a issue with him leaving that damn chandelier in the house.
Wow.
And I was like, "Come on, boo, you got you gotta let that shit ride, man." Like,
So she
I
held
mean,
on to that.
right? Yeah, like I understand how you feel, but at the same time, boo, you can't let that shit hold you back from whatever you trying to
Moving
accomplish in
forward.
life, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't let that be the end of your happiness. You know what I mean? So,
Wow. That's deep.
but like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I just help. Well, y'all actually help put a relationship back together, mother and daughter. Like,
That's awesome. That's amazing.
yeah, yeah, man. Like when we came from walking, when we came from walking, Shawty didn't want to talk to her mom, and I'm like, look, man, I need you to open up the lines of communication.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you do that, that means you done did your part.
That's right.
So, anything after that, hey, it's on them. But they actually talk, and
Wow.
they've been happy like two teenage sisters ever ever since. Like on some real shit.
That's
Like,
amazing.
yeah, they've been happy. They've been happy ever since. Pimp,
Wow.
got out the woods yet, Pimp?
No, I was down straight to the stove, man. I don't know why the internet was acting up. I'm back at the house now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that interruption.
Now, do you feel like
Yeah.
men treat women of another race better than they treat the sisters?
Well, seeing it, some men do. I ain't gonna say all men,
Mm.
especially like today's time. You see a lot of athletes that's dating outside their race, married to white women. And I see a lot of black women be like, oh, why he with that white woman, this, and that. But a lot of times when that black man is trying to get with that black woman, they turn him down. But then if he go to other race, it's still a problem. But
Right,
like I was saying about the abusing thing, a lot of men, have been abused by their moms coming up. So if they growing up, they don't know what it is to respect a woman. So when they get in a relationship, they gonna give off what they got when they was younger. You know what I'm saying? So So it'd be hard for a man that's been abused all his life by his mom to respect the woman for him to be in a relationship with. So it's just kind of it's wild, man. It's wild.
Right.
But like I said, me, I mean, if I'm gonna be in a relationship, like you said, but I might have been struggle with a black woman. You know what I'm saying? But some men look at it, want to give it the right to the other woman because they feel like they got good credit and all this shit. They won't give it them just for what they got. But if I'm gonna get, I'm ready to get it with my own kind.
Yeah. I mean, I can see you coming up
Ain't that good?
off a white woman. Like I can see you getting your credit straight, but actually being in a relationship with one, I'm not sure. But I
Hey,
don't
my
know.
credit
I don't.
straight.
Well, goddamn it, I'm coming to you first.
All right.
If y'all the same, I'm going to the sister first. You know what I mean? But like I say, if I date a white woman, pimp, she can't be broke. She can't be no trailer park. Like I
No,
won't go outside my
no, can't
race
be.
for the average white woman. You know what I mean? Like no, I
Well,
like I say,
exactly,
I struggle
exactly.
with a sister. I'm not finna struggle with somebody else. I struggle with a sister. You know what I mean? So, but then
Right, exactly. I feel that.
if I got the right sister, I can get this white woman to take care of both of us. But she gotta play the game right now. So, cause when Miss Daisy need to see me, I gotta
Oh,
go see Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy paying these bills, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna go visit Miss Daisy, but I'm gonna come back home to you. You know what I mean?
Well, what
oh
if
yeah.
the man uses the black woman to get on his feet good just so he can leave to go be with somebody else of another race after the black woman has helped build him up?
It won't last
Ooh.
long. Anytime you using somebody or it's not gonna last long. You might feel like you done came up, but it ain't gonna last. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why people feel like you're gonna get some good out of doing wrong. Like that ain't never made sense to me.
Right, absolutely.
You out here using somebody, but you
True.
think that shit gonna last? It's not gonna last.
Right.
Yeah,
And
Hmm.
that's
nine
true.
times out of 10, you might come back in more debt than you went in the situation with. Like shit might get worse because you tried
Right.
to use somebody. So yeah, you have to be careful, man. You have to be
Oh
real
yeah.
careful. And I tell every man, if you got a woman that's willing to help you be successful or help you get money, pimp, you better keep her because you're not gonna get but one or two of them in your life.
It's true.
So you better keep them. But we take everything for granted now. Like
Hmm.
we just feel like everything is owed to us, and we take a lot of shit for granted, man. And we don't realize that we done took something for granted until it's taken away from us. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
But by then it's too late.
Yeah.
Like like a lot of us, we have to mess up something real good to realize what we had.
Hmm.
And by the time the
Exactly.
person, the other person get tired of you, like pimp, you can't get it back. You
Right.
know what I mean? So you have to be careful, man.
That's
That's
that's, that's
true.
true. That's just so true.
That's
Yeah,
so true.
Live and you learn.
yeah.
Yes,
Especially now, like
indeed.
most people are very selfish right now. Most people
Hmm.
are self-absorbed. You know what I mean. So it's all about them. So when
Yep.
when you do get somebody that's trying to help you or trying to share something with you, hey man, you better hold on to it. Man. I know for me, like when I run into good people,
Oh
genuine
yeah.
people, kind-hearted people, oh yeah, I'm trying to hold on to them. You know what
That's
I mean? 'Cause
right.
it's so rare now.
You're right about that.
So
Right about that.
I don't know, man. We got to get it together though.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But I do wonder sometimes, do other races go through a lot of the same stuff that we go through, and they just keep it on a hush? Like
Good question.
black people so vocal with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do wonder sometimes, do Latinos or white people or Cubans or whatever race, I wonder if they going through. I know we go through a lot of the same thing,
Right.
but I wonder if it's as bad as it is with black people. You know what I mean? And it might be
Mm-hmm.
if black people are just more vocal about it. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Wow. 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 It's almost as if like now it's kind of like it seems like people don't value relationships
Yeah,
like they
they don't value
used
a lot
to.
of things now. They don't value
Yeah.
money, family,
Yeah.
loyalty. Like people don't value shit now. It's crazy.
It's just almost like it's about what they can get, or or
Right,
it's me, my.
right, right. But the world ain't designed for anybody to make it out here by themselves.
You're
Like
right about that.
I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much. I don't care about nothing. Like you gonna need somebody some kind of way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's best to be a good person and be genuine with people, so you'll get that same energy coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And
I don't
especially
know,
when
man.
you're getting wiser in age,
Right, right,
you want
right,
somebody that that's going to be by your side and have your back. You know what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
none of us knows what tomorrow holds, you
Right.
know.
And
Hmm.
it's a lonely world if you try to do everything by yourself now.
That's
I
right.
promise.
You're right about that.
And
You're right about that.
everybody should want somebody to share their life with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Their accomplishments and everything, man. Like, hey man, I don't know. Oh, the world's so crazy now. Like I really don't know where we went wrong at. Like, how did it get this bad? You know what I mean? Like it seems like the last probably 30 years that the world just done got real bad. You know what I mean? And I say it all the time that the 70s was the last great decade. Things started changing in the 80s. It started getting crazy in the 90s
Yes, Lord.
and 2000s. It's been getting worse every decade. It really has. You know what I mean? So I just wonder what's in store for the kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? For the kids today, I wonder what's in store for them. You know what I mean? Because as a parent, you're supposed to be able to guide your child through life.
Right.
But a
Right.
lot of these parents ain't got a grip on life they damn self.
That's true.
So if you don't have a grip on life, how the hell are you gonna guide your child through it? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's this shit getting crazy. It
Do you
really is.
do you think it has a lot to do with people may not be acknowledging God, putting God in his rightful place?
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Like when they start taking prayer out of school
That's it right there.
and all that, like, hey man, if you taking God out of everything, that opens everything up for the devil.
You're right.
Like it has to be a good and a bad to everything. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, and if you trying to shut out all the good,
Hmm.
hey man, it's gonna be a corrupt world from now on. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So, mm,
And anything that God labeled as good, the devil is always mimicking it. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
you know?
yeah. And people got to learn how to read what's sent from God and what's coming from the devil. Like they look the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? It looks the same, and if it's too good to be true, you already know that's from the devil, player. It's a trap.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's why it's too good to be true. It's waiting on you to walk into that trap.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So
It's a setup.
right now,
Hmm.
I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual.
I'm not a religious person, but yeah,
Yeah,
I am a spiritual
I'm
being.
yeah, I'm very spiritual. So you know what I mean. And a lot of I think a lot of people have like I say, man, like you have to work at shit. Don't nobody want to work for that no more. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I see you, John.
Hey,
Yeah,
Johnny Q.
I'm trying not to preach, John. I'm trying not to.
Let him use you. Let him use you.
But yeah, I'm just I know it ain't gonna get back to what it used to be, but I do want to see it get better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Right.
a lot of people going through a whole lot. A lot of people are depressed.
Hmm.
A lot of people are financially unstable. Like it's a lot of shit going on, and shit getting higher. Gas damn near
Hmm.
$5 a gallon now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you really having to make some decisions on living. Like, damn, do I have no money to get to work so I can pay bills? You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
this shit getting crazy. That's why I say it's not designed for you to make it by yourself, man.
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
So you better get with somebody, two or more. Jesus Christ, you know. Yeah, yeah. Like you better find somebody you can get along with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
and y'all better have a plan for this. You know what I mean? If you don't, if y'all if y'all in a relationship and y'all don't have a plan, 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna be fighting against each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if y'all ain't on this, you either working together or you're working against each other. You
That's
know what I
it.
mean? It really ain't no nothing in between.
That's it.
So if y'all ain't got
There's
a
no
y'all ain't
lukewarm. You either
right,
hot or you cold.
right, right. And if y'all just going to work to pay bills, like
That's not fun.
nah, that ain't
That's not a happy life.
right. Put your plan together. You
That's
know what I mean?
right.
So y'all can be working towards the same thing.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So eventually y'all will get there.
Amen. I agree.
Most most people just go through life just shit. They just going through life. You
Just
know what I
going
mean?
through the
Like
motion. Just
right.
going through the motion.
It ain't they ain't got no plan. They don't like it's crazy, man. And it's grown people
I know.
that ain't got a grip on life, that don't have a plan, that's just like, hey man, I don't get it. I really don't.
Mm,
What
mm.
is what you think the answer is?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I've already told you. People just not acknowledging God and not putting Him in His rightful place in their life. You know, uh, things can change if we put
right,
God back at the center of attention. You
yeah,
know, I'm not a scripture quoter, but I know what I'm talking
right,
about. You know, there's a scripture in the Bible, and I'm just paraphrasing. If my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves, pray, then will I hear from heaven and heal the land.
right,
So the main thing is, and it's throughout the Bible in several instances where God is talking about prayer. So a lot of things are the way it is too because people are not praying. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of us sleeping at a certain time in the morning, that's the time we need to be up praying
right,
for the nations, praying for things to get better, praying and covering our children, praying and covering our homes, etc. Whereas the watchmen of the wall are asleep. If you up at 3 o'clock in the morning, can't go back to sleep, it could be God nudging at you, telling you to pray. You don't know what you may be stopping, because the witches and warlocks, that's their time.
Right,
The devil, that's his time. when the people that should be praying are sleeping.
right. And
So,
they say a lot of people don't got back into witchcraft and
oh yeah,
all
it's
kind of
oh
like
baby, it's some
anything anything goes now. So if you
anything goes.
if you ain't prayed up, hey man, I don't know how you gonna survive. You know what I mean?
Anything. And then you know what? One thing about it, people not afraid to tell you what they do either. You
Oh
got
yeah,
people
yeah,
bold with letting you know what they practice.
right,
You
right,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then people have to learn that when you pray, you got to also sit there and wait on the answer.
you better say that.
You can't pray and jump up and take off running. You got to pray and then you sit there and you meditate so you can get your answer. Because
That's it.
God don't speak with a megaphone.
Right.
You don't talk loud.
No.
You
Still
see.
still small. What is it? The small still voice or still small voice?
Right. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
come in your subconscious. It's gonna something gonna be real soft that he gonna and you have to ask for discernment. Don't
Discernment. That's right.
don't ask for something in particular. You gotta ask him
Right.
how you gotta ask him to lead you or show you the way to get to what you're trying to get to.
That's right.
See, a lot of people pray for material shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, come on, man. Are you serious?
Right.
No, you pray for discernment and then you pray for him to show you how to get to where you're trying to go.
That's it. You pray for things. You pray for the spiritual things because one thing about it, in order for things to manifest in the natural, it first has to manifest in the spirit.
That's right.
So you pray and you seek God for the spiritual things, and then it'll manifest in the natural. You
Right.
know. So
And believe that your prayer gonna get answered.
that's
Like
it.
if you pray and you don't believe, you wasting time. You know
That's
what I
it.
mean? And then you have to feel like you deserve what you're praying for.
That's
Because
right.
if you don't feel like you deserve it, you asking out of desperation and shit like that, like it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. That's
You know what I
right.
mean? So like I say, man, people we gotta get a grip on life and stop just going through the motions. Like as an adult, I feel like you should whatever you believe in. I feel like you should research
Right.
what you believe in. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's so much easier to be a follower
Mm-hmm.
that most people they won't take the time to learn anything. They'll rather just
Mm-hmm.
do whatever the trending thing to do. You know what I mean? But you have to understand people it's trending because that's the way people want to lead you. That don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily mean that it's the right way. That's the way
Right.
that they need you to go for them. That don't
Right.
mean that's the best thing for you. So, like I say, man, grown people, hey, it's up to you. And then,
That's right.
especially if you have kids, you got to
You
get
got to
out
lead
here.
them.
That's right. That's right.
God is holding us God is holding us accountable for how a lot of these children lives are turning out. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if he
Yeah.
blessed you enough to be a parent, then it's
Right.
up to you as that parent to lead and guide that child,
Right.
the right way, the best of your ability. Now, it's up to that child, especially when they get grown, however they choose to live their lives. But you, as a parent, if you know that you have led and guided them and steered them in the right direction to the best of your ability, then what they do when they get grown, guess what? They're going to be held accountable for their actions because
That's
they
right.
can't say they did not know.
That's right.
Especially if you were teaching them the right things, to the best
Right.
of your ability.
That's right.
So
That's right.
once you have heard that word, you are held accountable for your actions, for how
That's
you
right.
live your life.
That's right. And like I say, people don't want to be held accountable. Like I've always heard that a lot of people you think gonna be in heaven ain't gonna be there now.
Right. Yeah.
So I've always been like, well, damn, what's the real criteria to get there? You know what I mean? So, hey man, a lot of people you might think you're doing the right thing, but Hey man, and it's crazy because you're not gonna know until that day
Until
comes.
that day come. That's
You know
right.
what I mean? So
Oh
if you
Lord.
if you think you don't live righteous and then you be on the way to hell, you hey man, you gonna be looking real crazy.
And righteous is, just right standing with God. You know what I
Right,
mean? But
right.
yeah. You know how the old folks used to say, I want to be in that number. I want to be in that number. I
Oh
don't want
yeah,
him to say, depart from me. You
right,
worker of iniquity, I never knew you.
right.
I'm not perfect, but
That's
each
right.
day I do ask God to help me to get to know him better and to help me to be a better person, you
Right,
know,
right.
So yeah.
Hey man, like
Mhm.
people, like I don't know if people don't take their life serious enough, or
People don't take
I don't
life
know.
serious anymore. They
Yeah,
don't
I don't.
value life.
Yeah, I mean, I know they don't value it, but I'm getting the thing. People don't even take their life serious.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man.
You're right.
It just a lot of shit that I see now. It really amazes me. You know what I mean? I don't. Mm,
You're right about that. You're right about that. You know.
like you gonna have to answer to the way you parent. If you haven't been in your child life, or if you misled your child, knowingly misled your child.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of shit people gonna have to answer for.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean? And it's hey man, I don't know, man. Like I know I haven't never been the best or perfect, but I've always did what I thought was right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
ain't never tried to take advantage of nobody, or I mean, I ain't never been selfish. And then once people understand that you are actually put here to be a blessing to
Be a
somebody else,
blessing. Yes. Yes. I live
hey
by
man,
that.
right? That's how you get your blessings.
You're
But people
blessed to
don't
be a blessing.
people don't understand that, or people don't care about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what it is, man. Like everybody's so self-centered right now. It's,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. Um, like for instance, I broke my ankle last year. And so I had surgery. So I was off work for, probably about almost 6 months. Thank God for a great job with excellent benefits. And thank God for time that I didn't abuse my sick time on my annual leave. It was able to take care of me. Well, God was able to allow me to be provided for by that. But around that time I was in a relationship. And so I had like people from my job, they would have things sent to me. My supervisor was having gifts delivered like every 2 weeks from Amazon. I love crossword
Mhm.
puzzles and things like that. So I would have little
Right.
goodies and things like that coming, and other people were sending like DoorDash cards because I couldn't get down the steps. So I was just really at home unless I had to go to a doctor's appointment. And so at the time I was in a relationship, and the gentleman who I was involved with was like, see, if something like that was to happen to me, I wouldn't have people to look out for me. I wouldn't have people to send me stuff. I wouldn't have nobody come over here and do my child hair. And well, you need to reevaluate yourself, do a self check, because people treat you according to how you treat them.
Right.
So if you don't feel like anybody would do anything like that for you, how are you going through life? How are you treating people?
Right.
So so that made me feel good because it showed me that I must have been doing something right, and people saw something great in me as well,
Oh yeah.
for God to allow them to, be a blessing to me, because I would have done the same thing if it was one of my coworkers as well too.
Right.
That's why I said we always have to be mindful of how we treat people in life, because you never know when your time is going to come,
Right.
you
For sure.
know.
Yeah, and like My girl now, she be tripping because I always tell Shada, I'm not worried. I don't worry about shit. And it's because I've been a good person my whole life. Like
Mm-hmm.
every time my back up against the wall, some always come through. You know what I mean? So, and I've always been taught that if you worry, ain't no need to pray.
Ain't no need to praying.
If you pray, ain't no need to worry. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? So, and if you worry after you done prayed, hey man, you wasting your time. You
That's
know what I
right. You
mean? So,
wasting your time and then you wasting God's time. Why you gonna
right,
bother him?
right,
You gotta let him be God.
right. But
Mm-hmm.
look here, I need you to go ahead and talk for a minute. I got to run to the restroom, but I'll be right back. So
Oh, you just put me all on the
I'm
spot.
saying, just you can talk for a minute. I promise you, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we
All right.
okay. Okay.
You can handle it. You can handle
All right. So yeah, just to piggyback off of what Papa Black was just talking about, if you're gonna pray, don't worry. You know, why pray if you're going to worry? Um, and like he was saying, there were times where his back was up against the wall, but you know, a way was always made. So if God cares enough about the ravens and he see about them, then what do you think he'll do for us? You know, us being made in his image. So yeah, just to piggyback off that, um, Black just put me on the spot. Believe it or not, I'm not a person that normally would talk like this. So this is something really new for me as well. But I hope all is well with everyone that is watching the show tonight. I hope everyone has had a great week. My week has been great. I can't complain. Um, and I'll take a little break for a minute as well too.
it. Oh, look at her. She could have stayed on here. Yeah, John. I see she real shy, pimp. She could have stayed on here. I wasn't gone but a minute. Oh.
I just paused for a minute. I said, "Oh, he put me on the spot." I said, "Believe it or not, I am not. This is something new for me. I'm not used to like talking and things like that in front of people." But yeah,
But you had a great conversation, man. You
I
can't
I,
be. Yeah, don't be scared to share you with people.
I paused for a minute. It was only really, it wasn't even a minute.
Okay. And then, John, if you want to come on here, let me know. Pimp. I'll send you the link. But hey, man, like just like the thing going on with these rappers, man. Like all these rappers getting killed, and
Yes, that's so sad.
this. I mean, and then it ain't just rappers. All these young black men getting killed. Like
That's the thing right there.
this
That's the
shit
thing
crazy,
right
man.
there.
This is crazy.
That's the thing right there. And my sons tend to think that I am hard on them, especially my 18-year-old. He just graduated. He think he grown because he's 18 now and things of that nature. So they think that I'm hard. Even my oldest son, he'll be 24 next week. They think that I'm hard. And I'm like, y'all don't understand right now. Like,
Right,
to be a black man right now is it's
right.
hard. I'm not a
Yeah,
man, but from what I
yeah.
see, you understand what I'm saying? I said, so I go into protection mode. If I can shield you from some things, then
Right,
then that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to baby them, but at the same time, I try to make them be aware, be
right.
conscious. My oldest son tends to think, "Oh, mom, ain't that gonna happen?" You don't know
Yeah, I
that.
mean, Yeah, we all think that.
Right. But
We all think that.
you still have to be vigilant. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You can't
yeah.
just be going through life blinded either. You know?
Right, right, right. You got to be on your p's and q's, like
Mm-hmm.
just like um the dude Trouble. Like I used to like his music, you know what I mean. And one thing I like
That
we
was
don't
so
never,
senseless.
yeah, I will we don't never know. But one thing I wouldn't have done, like when I was on the road, I never I it was probably two women whose house I ever went to
Mm-hmm.
in the 25 years I was on the road. And one of them I dated for like 2 3 years, you know what I mean. But that was that was something that I would never do, because one time I got jammed up with a girl here. She
Mm-hmm.
stayed down in Jackson, Georgia.
I know
And
about Jackson, Butts
yeah,
County.
and she kept telling me that she don't date nobody, and her and this dude done broke up and all this shit. So I take it upon myself to go down now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, as soon as I got down now, he pull up. I'm talking about we was walking in the house. He pull up. And I'm like,
Wow.
who is that? She told me some, oh no, that's my ex, but you ain't got to worry about this. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
no, Shorty, this is why I don't go to nobody's house. You know what I mean? I'm talking about we ain't been here 5 minutes on some real shit. We ain't been here 5 minutes. So I'm like, look here, player. I tell you what you can do. You can run me back to the house. Cause I rode with her down there, cause I didn't, you know what I mean? I don't when I don't know where the hell I'm going, I'm not coming out late at night trying to find shit, like hell no.
Understandable.
So I was like, look, you can take me back to the house. And same shit I told him, because he came in the house, he ended up arguing with her and shit. I said, look, pimp, I don't know what y'all got going on here, but she can take me back, but she got me, and we good.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Especially if you know you just got out of a relationship with somebody.
right,
Don't bring nobody
right.
to your house.
But he finally leave. And she was like, I was like, look, Shawty, let's ride. She was like, no, see, I'm gonna tell you, see, what he gonna do, he gonna be out there sitting on the side of the street somewhere, and then when we leave, he gonna try to run us off the road and all that. I said, Shawty, let me tell you something.
Mm-mm.
I don't give a damn about that. What's happening, Pimp? I don't give a
Uh,
damn about that. I say we finna go. What I'm not finna do is get trapped down here.
Right.
Like I'm down here by myself. It's probably about 11 o'clock at
Unfamiliar
night.
territory.
Right, right. So you can run me back to the crib. So we got, and like she said, soon we got on the street. He was sitting over there on the side. He got them trying to run us off the road. I said, look, shout to pull over. You know what I mean? So she pulled
So
over. Now,
apparently she had been through that before then if she already knew what it
right,
was gonna do.
right,
Mm-mm.
right. So she had this stick on the driver's side right by the door. And evidently he knew that. Because when we pulled over, he got there, he opened the door, grabbed the stick, she jumped out the car and walked back there with him. I just politely pulled the fuck off in her car. Came all the way back to Atlanta. And I was like, shit, he ain't gonna hurt her. He just want her. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And I'm down here, shout out, I don't know if this nigga got some niggas with him. I don't know if this nigga got a pistol. Nigga done grab the stick you got. Like, hell no. Shout out, I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I mean? And her aunt called me that night. Because we were working at JC Penney White House too. So I told her aunt, look here, she gotta find her way to work. I bring her car to work tomorrow, and you know what I mean, I meet out there in Fire Park. But going back down there, nah, it ain't finna happen. You know what I mean? That next day, when she got out of work, I took her car, jumped in the car with my mama, because my mama was working out there too.
Okay.
Jumped in the car with my mama and came back to the crib. Like, that's why I would never get jammed up again in a situation like that. Never.
That's right. Hey Johnny Q.
What's happening,
hey, how
Bill?
y'all doing?
Good.
Oh,
How
we
are
good,
you?
man.
All right. Y'all got some
Got,
interesting stories tonight, man.
Hey man.
Thank you.
Y'all got some hot topics, man.
Hey man, it's so much crazy shit going on out here, Phil.
Man,
Like,
I see it, man. I see it, man. I'm telling you, and you're right. People can't discern between the two, man. And I'm
that's
gonna be
right.
honest with you. It's gonna be hard. I heard the pastor preaching about this, man. It's crazy because I, I promise you, man. And I could not. I remembered it, but I could not remember it verbatim how he remembered it. But once he said it, what I'm about to say, I was like, holy crap. And it's in the word, bro. And I remember reading it in prison, but like I said, you know, certain things you attach to real fast, because you're like, oh man, this powerful. But I
Right.
remembered it as soon as he said it. And basically, I'm gonna paraphrase it for you. When you tell God you like to be tricked, God just say, all right, okay.
Yep.
And it's just that simple. So in other words, you don't want to deal with reality. You don't want to hear the truth.
Right.
You love everything about falsehood. You like, why should I take your blinders off?
That's
What
right.
good that's gonna do?
That's
That's
true.
right.
And of course, he said it by description. And then he put it in the context. But like I said, I remembered it because it was an old story,
Mm-hmm.
from the Old Testament, and God was like, they'll be blinded basically in their own folly. And I knew what that meant, how the story was going. And he was like, basically, since they won't come to me, I'll keep those blinders on. And basically, he was telling the prophet, hey, don't worry about nothing because they won't be able to discern between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Just go through there like how I need you to go. And I was like, oh boy, that's a fool right there. So, in
Right.
other words, since you like to be tricked so much, he gonna let you stay tricked. I'm like, man, come on, man. I was sitting there reading, and of course, you know how the revelation be going. I'm like, man, that's cold, man. I said, man, you love to be tricked so much. That man done said, all right, that's cool. Just stay tricked.
Yeah.
And when I come through their town, remember now, you got to remember, since you like being tricked so much, when I come through the town with this rail, you ain't even got to worry about it.
Right. Right.
See, to where I could have spared you, I could have shown you some leniency, but since you were so determined, you like the trick so much, then
Right.
when that Rav come through here, don't worry about repenting, bro. I I got something better. I got something better for you than repentance.
Right.
Mm.
I was like, man, that's cold, man.
I
Wow.
mean,
But
but that
but that
that
goes.
that's
No,
just
no,
like
go ahead. I was
us.
just saying that goes to what y'all was saying.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's just like us. Like when you try to help somebody and they don't want to listen or they don't want the help, like, hey, well, pimp, go ahead.
Shake the dust and keep it moving.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey
That's
man.
all you can do. A-
Like
See, people think, listen, I, when we get on this subject, because it is a touchy subject, because just like
Mm-hmm.
you said, Black, people now believing in some of everything. Just
yeah,
like Esha said, you know, eh, eh, you ain't gonna go and ask God. God ain't coming running to you. He already here. What do you
right.
need to run to you
Mm-hmm.
for?
That's right. He's straight.
Yeah, who are you, first of all? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like for real, who are you to tell my God you need to run to me? Nah, bro. You gotta remember, man, God done had real people who wrestle with him night and day. These
Mm-hmm.
folk couldn't even sleep. These folk done woke up chasing God hard. Go to sleep chasing. God can't even move. I mean, of course he can move how he want to move. But God, like, man, what are you pestering me for?
Right.
I see you already. They like, no,
Mm-hmm.
I got to have it right now. Paraphrasing again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Jacob was like, I ain't moving. He like, hey man, take a chill. I got you. I'll be back to see you. He was like, no. Wrestle with God so much that he had to snap his hip for the man to stop praying. The man like, no, I got to have it today. I can't wait to yesterday. He like, you can't wait. He like, no, give it to me right now, crack him and all. The man had to come on in. Man, like, all
Right.
right, well, you that determined to have it, huh, man? Good grace, you got to have all that, huh? Just go on and take. Cause man, this just you know, like I'm thankful, but man, you won't let go. David ran him down.
Hmm.
David ran north, south, east, and west. I got you hard.
Right.
And it just goes to show you that these are people who are very sincere. Not saying ain't nobody else sincere, but I when I use that particular story, it's just to let people know, boy, you ain't nobody. Boy,
Right.
this man done had real people, boy, chase him sun up, sun down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Boy, I'm still learning just how to wake up praying, go to sleep praying. You
Yeah.
talking about some
Say
folk,
that.
if you were back in that time, Black, he'll be talking to you and praying to God at the same time.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That man doing two things in one, you can't even see it. The man
Right.
walking the goat, the sheep, singing and praying at the same time and singing to him.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And here it is, you think you doing something on Sunday. You ain't even in the race, man.
Right. Right.
That's why I be telling people like, boy, y'all, listen, man. You, boy, I tell people all the time, I'm one of the I know I'm one of the, listen, you can't be more disobedient than me. I'm telling you. And you definitely ain't tried to find more loopholes than me. It ain't no
Right.
way.
Right.
You ain't, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Jamal Bryant. I don't care if you're Creflo Dollar. I don't care if you're TDJ. You ain't got me beat.
Right.
Now you might got me beat with the trickery because it's certain thing I'm just not gonna do. And that's cool. That's fine. But as far as talking about you don't really search this thing, boy, listen, boy, I know what loopholes I've been looking for. And I know
Right.
what loopholes everybody trying to say that it ain't there. And finally, after I really seen it, I just told God, guess what? Certain things I ain't gonna do, but I'm telling you certain things I know I'm gonna do. Ain't no sense in me telling you what listen. I'm telling you right now, you God, I ain't finna play that way, and I'm telling you, ain't no sense in me saying in their prison cell what I'm not gonna do. And if you try to get it out of me, I'm telling you, I ain't finna tell the lie. When people like, boy, you going back to hustling? I was like, boy, listen, I am tired of it. But I say, boy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm that tired. I need money. I like cash money.
Right.
I'm just keeping it real, and I'm like, until he can evaporate that way of taste out my body, I'm not, man. Ain't no in hell. They were like, but boy, boy, you kind of know that word good. I was like, I don't care how good I know it. Boy, as soon as I hit that door, I know my mind gonna say, boy, you got to have some money. Man, I still got two young kids. I ain't trying to go work no 9 to 5 for no 750.
Right. Right.
Not when I know I got some six figures right here. Not when I know I'm capable of getting 5 figures. I
Right.
definitely know I'm capable of getting 4 figures in 24 hours. The moment they release me, I know I'm capable of getting 4 figures in moments they release me. So I'm like, no, I ain't finna tell that lie. And I told the same thing to God. I ain't even got time to lie. I'm telling you, if the opportunity presents itself, boy, hey, but Black, again, I just, like I say, I use that for an example because I remember when I read that, I was like, boy, I can't sit here and tell this lie and then fall in love with the lie because I was reading that passage and I was like, this can fit me because I don't want to be the one to tell the lie, fall in love
Right.
with the lie, and then all of a sudden I can't hear that. No, I'd rather just have the
That's right.
punishment. And I
That's
told God, you
right.
might well just come on with the punishment. Cause it ain't no
That's
way in the hell
right.
I'm finna do that. See, these people died. See, at least I'd rather take the scorching. Yeah, give me the scorch. Give me the belt. Yeah, give me the time. Don't do that where I can't see you coming. And then I evaporate from here. And I know I ain't seen none of my people come back. And I know some folk that been dead. My mama, my father, grandmother, grandfather, 6 aunts, 4 uncles, well, no, 3 uncles. No, I said that backwards. Well, the ones that's married, it'll be a total of 5 versus the bloodline. So yeah, 5 uncles, 5 great uncles, 4 great aunties. So I'm using all that for the example. Say, I ain't seen none of these folk come back black.
Right, right,
Right.
I'm almost 50. I ain't seen none of these
right,
folk come. And at least bare minimum of 4 throughout all them I can count that I know they really gave it a shot. And that's male and female. To the best to where I seen they was really giving God all their best. And my mama and father ain't included.
right,
You know, I'm
right.
just keeping it real. They're not even included in that. So if these folks ain't came back, I could imagine evaporating from here. Man, shit. Nah. I told God ain't no sense even trying to get me to say it, and told Satan the same thing. Well, I ain't finna say that. It ain't no way in the hell I'm finna
Right,
read this and then turn around and duke me. Nah. You should have bet off just told these folk don't even have no Bibles in him. That would have been your best bet. Cause trying to get me to admit that, oh no, it's all right, I'm gonna duke myself. I'm gonna read it and then turn around and hoodwink myself.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
But that's what's going on. Listen, that's
Yeah,
what you and
yeah,
Isha talking about today. That's
That's
yeah.
what's
true.
going on. I'm gonna read something that Black and Isha just gave me, know it's true, and then I'm gonna turn around and be like, you know what? That's false.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be all right. I know Black and Isha say, don't go in this water, sharks right here. I'm like, no, them ain't sharks. Man, don't goldfish.
Hey man.
And then I'm gonna try to convince you and Isha that it's goldfish.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
They'll
Let me
try.
hold what's in your pocket, pimp. You go ahead.
Come on.
Whatever.
Right.
Your phone, your keys, your money. Let me hold it for you. You
Right.
yeah, you ain't gonna need this where you finna go, player.
Black, one more thing. And this for both of y'all, man. Last night, late last night, when I got from work, right? I know it's on Netflix. Now you know they got the one called Our Father. I don't know if y'all seen that yet.
Mm-mm.
All right. Now that's just a basically, real quick. This one just where the fertility doctor, he basically used his own semen. He got over hundreds of kids.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Mm.
I seen something
I
about
heard
that.
From the
about
town
that.
of Indiana. Now they got this other one on Netflix. He is called the Prophet. Black, everybody need to look at this. See, this is why I use the word everybody been duped. White, black. This man done played God in the town. And boy, listen, these white folks done, boy, listen. They done ate his nut sacks for breakfast and lunch. You hear me? This man done told people who they can marry, who they can't marry. How
Mm-mm.
you gonna attend the church? Listen, I wanna before I say I saw a little bit, right? I saved it because I really want to pay attention. You got to hear this, man. How you gonna read a Bible? Then he got his own book, but y'all going out the Bible. How you gonna read a Bible and this man say it's ordained? I don't know where he found this out in the scripture. So I wanted to say that. It's ordained you got to have 3 wives. You got to have three
Prophetic.
wives. You must to be a prophet. Hold on. Not only that, oh no, the story get deeper. To be a prophet by God, you got to have 3 wives and what else? Um, oh yeah, if you have daughters, you can't marry your daughters off. Your daughters got to come to him first
Mm.
to have a one-on-one discussion. Ain't no telling how that discussion gonna go.
Hmm.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
can only
saying?
imagine.
Your wife, who you got, done had to come to him and have a one-on-one discussion. It ain't no telling how that discussion went either. You know
I
what I'm
can
saying?
imagine.
Boy, but the crazy part I'm sitting here saying is, you're reading it, and that ain't nowhere in there.
Mm.
But you know why I can sympathize with him, no Black? Because neither of us the Easter Bunny or Christmas, and we read the Bible too. They paraphrase that Easter's supposed to mean resurrection. But I'm
Right.
talking about the word Easter
Mm-mm.
ain't nowhere in there.
Nothing. Nope.
It ain't said nothing about being resurrected on Easter or this particular day. Even on the date of April such and such on this week, just
Right.
like Christmas on the 25th. It don't even
Right.
mention it. And then
Right.
come to find out, if you got the Hebrew calendar, the 25th that represent, supposed to represent Christ's
The
birthday.
birth.
So, yeah,
Uh-huh.
the birth of Christ. Come to
Nowhere in
find
that
out,
other.
Hebrew calendar, it's in June, Black,
Mm-hmm.
by the Hebrew calendar,
Mm-hmm.
which that is the calendar you would need.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
It's in June. We celebrating in December, so we just all wrong, man.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
That's the point I'm getting to.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then it's right there in front of your face. So that's basically what I wanted to say, man. That's why I say, man, it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy y'all was bringing up how people just love the state tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
love it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
It's like they scared to find out the truth. I don't know why. Like I would love to know the truth. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a truth seeker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that's why I never really. I mean, I read the Bible. That's the only book I don't read cover to cover. I don't read it twice.
Right.
But at the same time, I only put so much stock into the Bible because it was written by man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then what they done took, 66, 67 books out the Bible. Okay, so what's that you trying to hide from everybody? You know what I mean? Like, come on now. And who told you that you need to take these 67 books out the goddamn Bible? Who was
Yeah.
you to decide that, you know what, they don't need to know this? Like who the fuck is you? You know what I
See,
mean? Like, hey man, I don't know, man.
now listen, you make a great point, Black. You make a great point. And I'm gonna tell
Mm-hmm.
you what even made me get over that. Um, one, that is a great point. Who are you to take out God's word when, as what we know it, because the missing books are what they call the apocrypha. I remember me and Esha was having this discussion one day,
Mm-hmm.
and not only that, it's some books that's mentioned that wasn't even in the apocrypha. And I didn't know that until, like I say, the pastor that I do be paying attention to went because somebody wrote in and they got mad because he was preaching out the book of the Apocrypha. And they was like, my pastor ain't never done that. Man, you a false prophet. Man, God ain't never said nothing about those books, etc., etc., etc. So the dude who he be getting to read, he just started laughing as they reading the letter. Cause this a person they don't went in. Oh, they don't call him everything. You son of a bitch. Oh, you ain't. This the language they using.
Yeah.
He like you SOB. God ain't never whoop the whoop whoop whoop. He ain't never said that. God ain't never mentioned that book. So they just read. Then he said, well, you know what? I understand a lot of y'all may not really understand how to read this word and how to make things um, harmonize, you know, to where one scripture says this, and then you don't know how to get to the other scripture that actually complement this scripture. You see what I'm saying? And he was like, so let me show you. Let me show you some books that's in here that's from the Apocrypha, and some books ain't even in the Apocrypha. And Black, I do recall two of the books because when I was reading, I'm talking about this before I heard him. I said, this referencing to a book. But I was like, where's this book? But you know how I just kind of glimpse on your mind real fast, and that's what it did to
Right.
me. And then I just kept, I just kept studying, kept reading. So now I'm gonna speed up back to today's time. He went in there and he was like, the book of Sirach. So his man read out, like I say, I don't know what particular, because I'm just paraphrasing, but the book is called the Book of Sirach. It's in, it's in the it's in the Testament. Then he went and it was the book of oh man, I think it was the lady with the 7 children, with the 7 boys who got actually they got crucified by the king because they wouldn't submit to him. Uh, Book of Maccabees, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Maccabees and it was something else. But it was 2 other books that was mentioned that wasn't even in the Apocrypha. So I'm basically just saying all that, Black. After he broke all that down, now you done cuss this man out. I'm cool, cuss him out when he wrong. But how you gonna cuss somebody out and you didn't even know the books was in there, Black?
Right. Right.
And not only that, God
Right.
tell you, I inspire every man to write these pages. The inspiration come from God. And this is what God said in the word. This is the inspiration is from me. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, once God give you that revelation of all those words, and then you look back through man, you gonna know man could never write that, Black. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. It's stuff in there, man, that I know. Man ain't even got the heart to write it. I'm telling you, Black. Black, listen. Listen, Black. I don't mind doing wrong. Ain't no man who love to do right would have put that in there. That's what I'm
Right.
trying to tell you.
Right.
A man who love to do right, Black. In other words, he ain't even thinking about doing wrong. Just as much as I may think about doing wrong sometimes, he ain't even thinking about doing. He still wouldn't put that in there, Black. Not
Right.
not from what I done learned about men.
Right.
Not even when you're young and you hot for God, you run for God, and you chase God all the way till you get old and gray. And you still try to chase him when you get old and gray. He still wouldn't put that in there, Black. He wouldn't put that in there because he know that man gonna fail. See, the old and the wise man know one thing. Eventually, you keep going. Boy, you gonna get trapped up into something. I don't care how good you are. That's why God say he couldn't find no man to swear about. See, a lot of people don't know that. That's why he had to come back in the body of Jesus Christ. He had
Mm-hmm.
to. He couldn't find a man. It wasn't no man worthy of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he had some good soldiers. But like he said, in due time, they would have failed.
Right.
So you got to be all the way perfect through and out. So guess what? He said, I just swear by myself. That makes sense though, Black. Why would you
Yeah.
swear by yourself? Because I'm the only one who's gonna get it right.
Yeah.
See, that's just like the you have 2 kids. Both of them dependable, but then all of a sudden you see this flaw. And you're like, damn, I can't send you to pay the light bill. Why? Because I send you in the car. You're going to stop across damn town. And I need you to be right back in 20 minutes. Now, you're going to go pay the light bill. But now
Right.
I got to wait an extra 20, 30 minutes for you to get back.
Right.
I can't send you the other kid. Why? Because for some reason, after you pay the bill, you get distracted with something else. You'll get so distracted, you'll pull up in the driveway, and here it is. I'm waiting on you to come back and call to say you outside. You talking about you sitting in the driveway for 40 fucking minutes. And you in the fucking driveway. Talking about I'm sitting in the driveway. How the hell I supposed to know you sitting in the driveway? And you know you wasting my time.
Right.
So guess what? Me as the parent. Nah, that's all right. I'd just rather give you some martyr. Give you the martyr bus fare.
That's
You go
right.
pay the bill. Now you can go do whatever you want to do. See, I know how
That's
to do you.
right. That's
Uh-huh.
right.
See, I can't trust you with this car.
That's
Right.
right.
Hmm.
Because you're going to disappoint me. And that's what God said. That's all he said. I can't find no man. Because
Hmm.
even later on down the road, as hot as you've been for me, you're gonna disappoint me. So what's gonna be the best thing for me to do? I just do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't
Yeah,
that the old saying? You want something
yeah.
done right.
Do it yourself.
Mm,
See what I'm saying? We be
Yeah,
using these
that's true.
terminologies, but yet we don't see how it intertwines in the God, and then how when God says something, and we have a phrase out here in the world, how it intertwines in it.
right, right.
Hmm.
So
You make
that's
the
why,
word fit for your lifestyle. That's what a lot of people do.
yeah. But see, notice it's always the good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
They don't want to
but
deal
see,
with
that's
that
why I
bad and
gave
that
that
rare.
example. That's why I gave that example. Here it is with the blinders. You want these blinders on so bad. Yeah, that can fit me. But guess what I decided? I don't want that to fit to me. Why?
Right.
Because I seen these folks died.
Yeah, yeah.
See, that was the moral ending of these story, and that's how God gonna play. Now you can look in the world today, just like y'all said
Mm-hmm.
when y'all have a conversation. When I got a chance after work, look how many people love to be blind. They
True.
love it.
Yep,
BBL, blind. It
yep.
done got so blinded with the BBL now. Now you got the niggas talking about I got to have a BBL.
Hey man, like that boy.
I don't want to get. Hey, I want the real deal.
Right.
Uh-uh.
Like
But see,
when men start getting into cosmetic surgery and shit.
That's that
Like
that
man.
that feminine stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
man,
Like
crazy.
when I had braids back in the day, I used to hear some men getting hair added to their braids. I'm like, hold
Yep.
on, wait a minute now. Come on, Pimp.
It,
That's women shit, Pimp. Like,
man,
god damn.
it
Hey
got to be
bro.
all the way down that back. But see,
Hey bro.
Black, glad you brought that up. This is why, this one of those moments why God tell a man, see, this how wise he is, Black. Notice what you just said. Cause I had braids just like you had braids once upon a time. God say, that's why men can't have hair. See, because he know, see, IQ, let's just use you and Black. And this the wisdom that God showed me. Now that's cool. You and Black gonna keep y'all masculine. But see what y'all don't know, it's a girl gonna be like, hey Black, hey Q, man, y'all hair so cute. Now she done put us in a woman's category with the word cute.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now look what every other woman do. Oh, y'all hair so cute. Oh, that looks so good on you. And now, if we ain't careful, me and Black will say, you know what, man, we just need to let this thing go on and grow longer. By the way, they digging this flavor. But we don't even know by the centimeters, Black. We ain't talking about the inches. By the centimeters, the feminine
Hmm.
is coming through them. And if we ain't careful, the centimeters of the feminine that's coming through them is gonna hit me and you.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though me and you ain't even thinking about it. We
Right.
ain't even thinking about a man. We ain't even thinking about how to let a man even tell us, boy, that's fire. And that's a man word. We a nigga better not, and a nigga know they can't say it.
Yeah, yeah. Niggas can't compliment me on shit.
But
Like,
but 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 I'm showing you the feminine that's been
yeah, yeah,
promoted
yeah,
through the woman. And God,
yeah,
like, hey, I need to cut it off right now before it
yeah.
even gets started.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and Black ain't gonna see it that way. But guess who else gonna see it that way? All the other women. And it ain't the women looking at us in a feminine way, but they're treating us in the feminine way, and we just haven't actually noticed it. We think it's hot. We think it's cool in a way. We like, boy, we players, boy. We got this shit. But get what? That certain babiness in the feminine way that they doing us, we don't understand that what's gonna happen, like it goes back to the parenting situation. Somebody else kid will see men Black and they'll do it at a younger age. and all the feminism hit them. See, it
Right.
don't hit men black, cause men
Mm-hmm.
black ain't going for it. But his
Right.
mind unprotected. He like shit, man. Black and Q got them goddamn braids like AI. Man, them niggas got all the motherfucking women. But guess what? He don't really know how to protect himself
Mm-hmm.
from this predator over here that's 23 and a male. He 12. He thinking it's cool to imitate Black and Q.
Right. Right.
But this predator over here who looking at him, boy, he licking their chops.
Yeah.
Better yet, the parents ain't even paying attention because they're like, oh, my baby look like AI. Or when they see Black or Q, they like, Black, boy, you see how handsome he is, boy, he could be yours. But
Hey,
not even Black see the predator that's over there, that laying in the cut. Called Black masculinity, the predator ain't looking at Black because he already
right.
know better.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's
But
right.
that 11, 12-year-old who ain't got a clue that Black can't even see the predator. Because, like I say, Black mind ain't focused on the predator. And the
Right.
predator to know that I better not even let Black
Mm-hmm.
knowing that I'm a predator. That's why the predator in the cut. That's why the parents can't even see him. And that's why by the time the parents do see him,
It's too late.
it's too late.
That's how
And now guess
tricky
what
that
they want
devil
to do?
is.
Yeah.
They ready to be in denial.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like I don't see some little boys now, man, that might have a nice grade of hair. They might be kind of good looking or something. Little
Yeah.
boys and women are trying to make them look like girls because they got some long, like they have a long ass ponytail. Like,
Yep.
hey, shawty, come on, man. Because
Yep.
some of them I don't supposed to. Hey, that's a cute little girl. Oh, no, that's a
No,
little
that's
boy.
right. And
Shit,
then to get
what?
and to get mad at you.
Hey,
Yep.
They
well,
like,
you
look,
get
look at how
that.
you got, look at how
Yeah.
you got him
He
looking.
got beads in his head. What the fuck?
Right.
Like, shout out. Hey, man. I don't.
But see, that's where that devil is so tricky, and you have to be careful because that's what he really wants. He wants the younger ones. You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Right.
Because as time go on, that
Right.
little spirit, that little demon just grows, and by the time it manifests
Right.
full blown,
Right.
you got to go
Boy.
back to the root of that
Yeah.
thing where it
Yeah.
Yep.
I
started
mean,
from.
but that's why they market everything towards kids because they so
That's
Mm-hmm.
easily influenced.
Mm-hmm.
They so easily influenced.
Mm-hmm.
And they know the parents ain't paying these kids no attention.
come on, man.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit, man. Like when I was locked up down there in Pike County, man, it was this punk in the dorm with us,
Uh
and he would tell you because I think they came in on Mondays and Tuesdays. I think they came in on Mondays and Tuesdays, but we got new people in there, whatever. And that motherfucker would tell us who was gay.
yeah.
Like he'll stand right there by the door when they come in. That's a sister. That's a sister. That's a sister.
Mm.
That's a sister. And I promise you, within a week, they walk around the field outside with him. They walk around the track out there with him.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. And they were like, Black, we know them. We already know. We can watch their mannerisms and everything. And every motherfucker that he told me was a sister end up out there with him, walk around out there every goddamn time. And he was so cool. Like if you weren't gay, he didn't even approach it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he wasn't disrespectful. He wasn't none of that. But that motherfucker was so funny. That motherfucker was so goddamn hilarious. But everybody that he said was goddamn gay, I swear to God, they will walk around with that motherfucker within a week. I was like, this shit is crazy, man.
Hey,
This is crazy.
it, it's gonna come out, Black. You
Yeah,
can't hide
yeah,
it.
right.
See, you can only hide it for so long, man.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? For real.
yeah,
If if it's in you and it's you, it's
It's
gonna come
coming
out.
out. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Once they get
No,
comfortable, once people get comfortable, that's when you start seeing their true fit, their true
That's right.
characteristics. That's
And that
it.
goes for anything. What's
yeah,
inside of you is
Yeah,
going to come out of you.
it's gonna come out.
It's gonna come out. So you
Man,
can
you can only
front,
keep that.
you can fake the phone all you want, but
yeah,
eventually the real you is gonna
yeah.
really show up.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
that's that's why I say, you know, we was sitting there and we was looking at some right before I went in to work today. We was on a discussion about Dwayne Wade. And he's like, yeah, I get a lot of hate mail because of my transgender son. You supposed to get a lot of hate mail. I'm just gonna keep it real. You do. And the crazy part when I'm looking on the internet and I'm reading the comments, then I'm seeing all the backwards comments. People just won't let people be who they are. That's a fucking kid.
It's a child.
He don't know no fucking better.
Right. Right.
But it's crazy, Black, because I see so many women. And Black, it goes back to the conversation y'all was just having. People love to be tricked. Man, we got so many people love this trick of transgender, and man, I'm talking about, man, it's on a massive, man, just like you say, started with the kids.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, you take those kids, you go back to the Neverland. I ain't gonna even start with the people in their whole household, but it was just so interesting. And I wish when Mike was living, man, I wish he just had a really said exactly what it was. It's crazy you got to read through 5,000 worth of goddamn transcripts to come to find out them folks had been molested while he was giving the interview at Neverland. So while he walking around giving the interview, these producers and shit tearing these kids' asses up, man. And instead of you getting on fucking national TV and just saying, hey, man, I got manipulated as Michael Jackson, and putting these folks on blast, a nigga had to go through all this shit thinking you was a child molester, thinking you was a gay ass dude, and come to find out you trying to play chess with these fucking devils. And boy, you ain't got enough God in you. Not saying Michael Jackson don't love God, but you don't have that what King David and Jacob got in them. See, I'm just gonna keep it real. You ain't have that. Cause boy, if you had that, that whole shit would have got exposed back in the 90s, Black, when we were just becoming, when I was just becoming of a growing male. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
See, because here it is, I've been duped for years. I'm thinking you a goddamn gay ass dude. I'm thinking you a damn child molester. And then once the black and white done hit the hands from the FBI and they done released all these damn transcripts, they ain't come to find out. Not only that, nigga, it shows the FBI been your fucking housemate for 10 years. So, Black, this shit gets so crazy. The FBI was already there. They already knew who was doing the molestation when he was doing the interview at Neverland.
Mm-hmm.
What they was waiting to see was he really had any involvement. And once they seen he didn't have no fucking involvement, they decided this basically what they said. We really wanted Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like I know one or two of them boys came out and said that Mike never touched them. And see that was my thing. Like as a parent, if y'all know that this man molesting y'all kids, why are y'all still sending y'all kids to Neverland?
what? Thank you.
Right.
So I already knew it was some bullshit in there. And then as far as Dwayne Wade, like shout out, I was a fan of the Dwayne Wade until I seen that shit. Like
Yes, sir.
a lot
And
of
it's being
times,
promoted too.
right?
Like,
But a lot of times that's the sacrifice that they have to make. Like a lot of these motherfuckers sacrifice their kids now.
Oh yeah.
Like that sleeping with kids and not, man, that shit been going on with them folks for the longest. That's
Yeah.
what was the white boy name they got locked up? The one that had the island when
Oh,
they had a
Weinstein.
yeah.
Hold on.
No, it wasn't Weinstein.
Epstein.
Yeah. Well,
Jeffrey Epstein.
he had a list of all the politicians and
Yeah.
entertainers that had done been to his island and all that shit.
Right.
Okay, yeah, they knocked his ass on off. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you ain't no, you're not finna tell all this, pimp.
Come on, man.
Like it's man, this shit been crazy out here for years, and it's just that everything is wide open now because of social media.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before social media, man, all this shit been going. Ain't none of this shit new. None of this shit new.
There's
No.
nothing
You know
new
what I
under
mean?
the sun. Nothing new under the sun.
Right, right. And see, they got the money to hide a lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and then they control a lot of shit. They
Yeah.
control the media. So
Mm-hmm.
if it's one of their boys, no, you ain't gonna hear nothing about this shit. You know what I mean? Just like this, even with the shit with R. Kelly. Like, I remember when the
Mm.
shit was going on.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't fuck with him then.
Right.
Right, right. So
Y'all
why
didn't
after
y'all
all
didn't
these
fuck with him
years
when he
now?
when he married Aaliyah. When he
Okay.
Right.
was 15. Y'all didn't fuck with him then, but then
And
all of a
saw the
sudden,
marriage certificate.
yeah. Now all of a sudden y'all want to fuck with it. Shit
Which
with Bill Cosby. Like that shit,
right.
Quaaludes and cocaine, that was a rich white man high back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Bill Cosby was one of the only black men back then that could get any woman he wanted. Why
Yeah.
would he have to rape these man-looking motherfuckers?
I man.
He got to slip them a Mickey and Spanish Fly. Now, these man-looking motherfuckers, but he got Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad on his side
Come on,
every
man.
day. He doing shows with them, but he gonna go out and man, come on, man, don't with that monkey shit, man.
And we know damn well back then. I'm I'm talking about back then anyway. Come on, man. Social media wasn't nowhere near what it is back then. I mean now. So
Right, right,
now, first of all, I still believe people had way more common sense back then. So you
right.
already know
Oh,
when
it
you go up
is
to their room after 12 a.m.
You know what's
right,
going down.
right.
See,
And
because you was taught that
he ain't
way
never
back then.
he
White
ain't
or
never hit
black,
his
you were
wife.
taught that.
He ain't never
Mm-hmm.
hit his wife.
Right.
You always heard about Camille.
Right.
Always.
Always. So y'all motherfuckers knew what y'all were doing.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Come on now.
Eh, Listen, they now break. See, this where I get mad at with the people again, even in the judicial system. And this what I mean why I know God gonna hold everybody accountable. Listen
Mm-hmm.
how dumb this sound, Black. You mentioned the Playboy Palace. Now bringing Bill Cosby up again because when they bring up the Playboy Palace with this last girl. So this last girl who he about to go through this court case with right now,
Oh,
as we speak,
hold on. They got another one?
got another
Yeah,
case
it's
coming up.
another one.
This is supposed to be what happened in the Playboy Palace. Now I want you to understand this, Black, and this what I mean by as a judge. See, certain shit just common fucking sense. I don't give a fuck what the law states. If this happened, let's just say this did happen in the Playboy Palace with Bill Cosby. Black, all I want to know from you and Aisha, who do I hold accountable first?
The Playboy
The
Palace.
Playboy Palace.
That's what I'm saying, Black. So that's cool. You want to bring this into my courtroom. I'm letting you know right motherfucking now. When you bring this into my courtroom, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I got to hold the Playboy Palace accountable.
Right.
And it's no longer standing. This is a motherfucking USA icon. This shit big, damn near big as the White House. What would make you just knock it down? It's just green field now.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep asking everybody, what would make, because I still haven't heard who knocked it down. What would make you just knock it down? What would make you just level this whole place and turn it in number green grass?
Mm-hmm.
See,
Hey, man.
I know y'all folks is with the bullshit. Now, I still, you never heard me say Bill Cosby ain't do it. What I said was, if it happened at the Playboy Palace, Once you bring that shit in my courtroom, me as being the judge, I got, hey, somebody better come in here and represent the Playboy Palace.
Hey man, just like for us, if something happens in your house or your car, guess
Right.
what? You are
You're held
responsible.
accountable.
You
Right.
held responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the shit with Deshaun Watson, all of a sudden, now they suing the Houston Texans because they say
Right.
that they was getting him them hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, hey man, like
See,
they fuck with who they want to fuck with, like on
see,
some
it
True.
real
done
shit.
it
True
done
that.
backfired on them now, Black. Even dealing with that, it done backfired. Because the
Mhm.
judge done said, well, hey, the man can get the massage. And let's just say he did proposition you. What I want to know from you after the proposition, did he take it?
That's it.
And everybody said no.
Okay,
Then
and
the
then
judge said clearly, all I want to
if
know is why the fuck are y'all here?
right, and if he did take it, why y'all didn't report it then?
Why you ain't reporting things?
Where the rape kits at?
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like that shit didn't come up until Deshaun Watson said that he wanted to leave Houston. When he
That's
said
all
that he
this is.
wanted to leave the team, that's when all this shit came about. And just like in Bill Cosby case, he only got convicted of one or two of the motherfuckers. Everybody else, shit was thrown out. A lot of women said that they were just lying.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Right.
and it's crazy that we can't. Well, I ain't gonna say we can't, but we don't pursue locking people up for defamation,
right.
which
Right.
me and Can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because a girl had me and my brother and them locked up one time. Talking about we had jumped on her when really my brother and them beat her brother ass. So she already knew that they weren't gonna do nothing if her brother said it because he had stole one of my homeboy's car. I mean, not his car, his radio out of his car.
Uh,
So he came and got us. Okay, we go get him. We see the nigga down the street. His sister with him. So my brother and them whooped the dude ass. They ain't nobody touched her. And it's crazy because it was his brother's baby mama brother that did it. So my homeboy brother came to us. He talking about, hey man, why y'all had to jump on my girl, man? Why y'all had to jump on my girl? I said, hey pimp, look at this up. I said, now you know me, Fred, and the other dude name was Dick. I said, now you know all three of us, nigga. We don't play. Now I say, is any scratches or any marks on your girlfriend? He was like, nah. I said, Pope. Well, damn, I ain't mean to call the name, but I was like, hey pimp, you know what type damage we do, pimp. Ain't
right.
nothing wrong with your girlfriend. Your girlfriend weigh about 110 pounds, pimp. You mean tell me we not gonna put a scratch on her? Man, you know what? I had never thought about it like that. Come on, pimp.
Right.
Man, you don't swole up your chest and came and confronted us about some shit because your girl said something, but you ain't looked at the fact that damn, ain't shit wrong with her. I said,
Right.
Pimp, why the fuck would we fuck with your girlfriend, Pimp? We know that's your girlfriend. And then your brother is with us, nigga. You think your brother gonna let us whoop
Beat
your
up your
girlfriend
girl.
ass? Come on now. But when they found out that we didn't do it, the police did tell us that we could take her, we could file charges on
Charges
her,
on it.
right? But after we got out of it, Pimp, we won't stand that shit, man. Like, and that's the shit that we do. We let a lot of shit slide, man.
Right.
Like I feel like if somebody make false accusations against you,
They should be. Mhm.
they should be locked up.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? Once it's proven that they lied, they should be locked up. Or
Hell yeah.
whatever you got or whatever time you did or whatever, hey man, they should get the same thing.
That's
Right.
true.
Because
That's true.
a lot of women done fucked up men lives, hollering rape and all that shit when you know what I mean, you don't
When it
fuck
didn't
that man
happen.
life up.
Right.
Then 20 years later you holler, well, you know, I was just scared. I didn't like man, fuck that.
Come on, man.
You know what I had to go through for
Mm-hmm.
this shit because you were scared and you lied.
man.
That's
But
true.
see, but see, it, for that to happen, Black America will have to rewrite itself.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
You
yeah,
see what I'm saying?
yeah.
And we could just start from the 40s, the 50s, and 60s. We ain't even got to go back to the 17,
Well,
18,
shit,
1600s.
they trying to ban all that. They trying to ban half of history now.
Right.
all the shit that had to do something with slavery, they trying to ban it. Now, why would you want to ban it now when you done did all these movies about it
Right.
and all this shit? But now all of a sudden you want to ban it.
Because they don't want to be held accountable.
Right,
See that accountability.
right,
Mm-hmm.
See, the world evolving so quickly now, especially with information, and all the old motherfuckers who kept trying to keep the hoodwink in the game, and now they realizing the trick that was working before, it ain't working no more.
right,
Mm-hmm.
See, it ain't
right,
working as much as it used to. It
right,
dying out slowly. See, when you got folks like us who are like, well, no, I got to see the real answer. Or you gonna have to do the equation, and I'm gonna have to get this real answer at the end. And not only that, I wait on it.
right,
See,
right,
and this what's starting to happen now. It ain't a
right,
lot. It ain't a lot, but it's many of us. You know what
right,
I'm saying? That's like that. And there ain't a lot
right,
of us, but it's many of us. Like, nah, motherfucker, I wait on the real.
right,
You ain't gonna hit me with the okie doke.
right.
See, I can trick me. I don't need your help in tricking me.
That's right.
Right. Right.
I'm a firm
Absolutely.
believer in that. See, I can really trick me. What the fuck I need your help in trying to trick me for? I do a
Right.
good job of that every day.
Oh yeah.
When I know that I ain't got something, no business doing something, when I know it, I don't trick me, Black, because I wanted to go do that. I already know I shouldn't have did it. But I said, nah, I gotta find a way to get this done. I just got to do it. I got to do it. No, Q, you ain't got to. No, I got to do it. I want to do it. You see what I'm saying? I want to do
oh
it. There
yeah.
ain't no such thing.
Yeah.
I know I ain't got to do it, but I want to do it. What gonna trick yourself
Right.
to do it? I'm sure I am. And then I'll suffer the consequences later. But guess what? I
That's
know I
right.
do that very well. So
Right.
how the hell I'm
Right.
gonna wake up and let you, no matter what your figurehead is, how the hell I'm gonna let you do it?
Right.
I'm an
True.
astronaut if
Right.
I go for that. I might as well be a Neanderthal. I might as well. If I'm gonna keep doing that, I really hate to see. I even hate to see people get out here with this vote thing, because I promise you, people done lost their lives on that, man, thinking these people was gonna stay true to their word, man. These people died getting hoodwinked for a vote, Black.
Oh yeah.
Do you hear me? These folk assassinated a man because he asked them to be true to their word. And they said, nigga, we'll rather kill you.
Mm.
And they killed him.
Yeah.
This shit is Black. That was 1960. We in 2022. I can't fix my mouth. As great as a man as I think that man was, even throughout his faults, because I wasn't born in 60. I was born a little bit after 60. He was born way before me. So I have to go by the history books and people that actually had a chance to walk with him, hear their stories. Then I have to compound everything together. But what I am saying, here it is, a man that truly tried to do it from his younger age to his middle age. Because I ain't no old age. The man died at 39. You ain't old by nothing at 39. Ain't
That's
nothing
right.
old
Right.
about you at 39 years old.
That's
Right.
right.
done assassinated this man because all he did is ask y'all, stay true to your word. You say y'all gonna give us reparations, give us reparations. You say y'all gonna let us be free and let us vote equally to y'all do that.
Right.
We in 2022 talking about the same thing from 1960, and you want to ask me to go vote. I have to ask God to forgive me sometime, Black, because I cussed their ass out on the spot. And I know a lot of them don't understand why they getting cussed out. But I asked a motherfucker to add from 68 to 2022, Black. It ain't nowhere in the hell I'm not finna ask shit. I mean that. I'm just not gonna do it, Black. I'm not going to vote. Don't ask me. I'm not trying to discourage nobody to vote. What I am saying is this, Black. If it ain't been done by 1968 and you know better, see, that's why I use me for this album. I know better. If I ain't gonna do it, Black, I'm just ain't gonna do it.
That's right.
I don't
That's
have to get Black and Esha to trick me. I can trick me. I do good at tricking me. I don't need y'all help in tricking me. If it ain't been done by 1968, and not only that, it wasn't done before 68. You think I'm finna wake up and ask you to do the same thing? And you, first of all, I ain't nowhere near as good as he been.
right. Right.
First of all, I don't even care that much about you. See, that's number one. I don't even care if
Yeah.
you live or die. See what I'm saying? You as this politician, I don't care if you live or die. I really don't care. I don't even have a relationship with you.
Right.
And you talking about wake up and vote, and you can do it for him. I know motherfucking well you ain't gonna do it for me.
Right. That's it.
First of all, you didn't even do it before him. Then a young white boy named Bobby Kennedy come along, and he like, man, you know what? Maybe we do need to do right. Hell, you killed him too.
Mm-hmm.
So I know goddamn well you ain't trying to hear me. And since I know that, God gave me the wisdom. No, hey, ain't no what I'm asking you for a vote for? Well, I'm gonna save myself. See, I'm gonna save myself in that category. That's something selfish that I am gonna use because I know better. You already done showed me the history of what you have,
Right.
your behavior. I wish I could just go vote Black and it be just as simple as that. And guess what? We have a fair runoff and we have a fair election. And guess what? Everything cool, fine, and dandy. The best man or the best woman won. I wish it could really be that way.
Mm.
George Bush, I saw one day where he got on TV, his brother Jeb Bush told everybody, so fucking what? Yeah, we took the votes from Al Gore. And I dare you to do something, white boy. We'll beat your motherfucker. That's basically what he said.
Oh yeah.
I dare you to do something.
Wow.
I dare you to do something. We'll blow your fucking house up. See, I'm just keeping it real, Black. A person may not want to say it like that, but that's exactly what those two white boys said. We dare you to do something.
Oh
I
yeah.
wish you
Mm.
would. I wish you would try to get a recount. We'll beat your motherfucking ass out here.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
kill you, cracker.
Oh yeah.
That's
Now
really what
that
they were saying.
yeah, that damn sure knock some motherfuckers off now.
And guess what he
They
did?
would knock some motherfuckers off.
He tucked this motherfucking tail and he ran.
Oh
That's
yeah.
exactly what he did.
Because he already knew.
Oh yeah.
Boy, you really don't want this smoke.
Right. you
You
can
don't
have
really
the
want it.
election, but you ain't gonna
Yeah.
live to tell nobody.
Come on, man.
So we gonna get it either way.
Yeah, like Trump told all the rest of them. Yeah, I'm gonna do right. Y'all just get me in there. Yeah, man, you know we all good. Hey, get what? White power. Man, Trump don't do it to everybody. Tell the niggas, if you
Oh
with
yeah.
me, I'm with you. Turn right around and tell the KKK, man, y'all gotta go beat the hell out of those niggas. Y'all better get them out them goddamn line. He tricking everybody.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
the politicians, Trump, we're gonna get you now. We just need you to pay these bills and let us. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do right. Well, y'all know y'all can trust me. Trump get right there. Hey man, put this goddamn 35 feet wall up. And anybody come across this motherfucker who ain't paid a toll, you kill him right on the spot.
He was even shocked that he won.
Listen,
He was like,
listen.
hold on, I won?
What?
What?
Oh, y'all really let me in here? Okay. Oh,
Y'all done fucked up now.
why? Listen,
Y'all,
fucked up, straight up. Hey, what? What? Oh, y'all fell for that?
he was bugging on everybody.
Okay.
He didn't give a
Trump,
damn.
we need you to put this bill in. What? Oh no, he ain't got nothing but some executive order going on.
Oh boy.
Oh, you ain't gonna pay that bill? Don't worry about it. I don't need you. Better yet, get what? You fired too. Yep, get your ass out of here.
And boy, he threw Kemp up under the bus so goddamn many
Come on,
times.
man.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
He
Listen,
threw
man.
his ass straight up under that bus.
Bad as I hate to say it, I respect it. I respect Trump and Trump for only one
Oh
reason.
yeah,
I
because
respect my white brother only for one reason. He stayed true to himself.
That he did.
You either gonna do it
yeah,
That
Trump
he
way
did.
or
yeah,
you don't do it no way. I
that's
don't
it.
give a fuck about what Kemp want. I don't care nothing about what goddamn Sandusky want. I don't care nothing about the governor in Texas about what he want. You either gonna get on Trump page or you ain't on no Trump or you ain't on no
Oh yeah,
page at all.
oh
And
yeah,
everybody who's like, no, Trump, remember you told her during the goddamn ceremony that you gonna woo, woo, you gonna do it like this. Trump like, man, I don't give a fuck about what I said. Nigga, I'm in here. What?
Anybody that wasn't with the shit he was on, they got
Right.
fired real quick.
Real
Why?
quick.
He got their ass straight out of office.
Real
Come on,
quick.
man.
Hey man, and
Your
see,
ass either getting fired or either your ass quitting.
I respect Powell. You know what I mean? I understand what Powell is like.
Yeah,
He be talking about some why they do us like this? Like, okay, the system has been made. The
yep.
system ain't designed for you to prosper in it. The
Come
system
on,
is
man.
designed for them.
For them.
Mm,
So I don't look for the system to do nothing for me. Like, come on, I'd be crazy thinking the system gonna change just for me. You know what I mean? Like, you got to learn how to play your game inside their game.
Inside
mhm.
that game.
That's
I,
it. Because you
I
can't beat the
tell
system.
people, you you either gonna get your army and do it your way, or either you gonna do it the real best way. You gonna do it God's way.
Right.
And
Right.
it's just simple as that. You can't make you. That's just what it is. That's why I tell people, quit asking for all this shit. See, because
Mm-hmm.
you really don't know what to do with it.
Mhm.
You either gonna have to have a real army that's gonna bag every one of your plays, and that means y'all willing to listen. Y'all willing to go up against anybody, and that means including the United States government itself. And I'm just keeping it real. And if you know you ain't willing to do that, then you better get on God page. If not,
Yep.
you better do
That's
exactly what
right.
you just said, Black. I'm gonna learn how to play my game inside y'all game, and then that's how I'm gonna survive, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's right.
That's true.
Cause anything else, boy, you looking for smoke.
Yep.
And when you looking for smoke, these folk coming to give it to you. They coming,
Oh
they
yeah.
ready to give you
Mhm.
everything that whether they think you can handle it or can't handle it.
No.
You know, oh man, I need $1 billion. What you gonna do with $1 billion?
Right.
What you gonna do with it? We got so many niggas from different states who got billions of dollars. And why is your state in the same state you come from? Why is it in the same condition? Cause them white folks already done told you.
Mm-hmm.
Them white folk fathers already done told you. I dare you to spend that money. I dare you to upgrade that neighborhood. I dare you.
Mhm.
Motherfucker, I triple dare you. I triple dare you to go down there and do something for black them. I triple dare you. We'll burn this motherfucker up. Niggas be talking all that shit. I know niggas with real money.
Oh yeah.
Here it is, whether you're Michael Jordan or whatever. We dare you to do something inside Chicago. You can't tell me there ain't nothing in Mike Bones that he didn't want to do nothing for Chicago. Just like things with Shaq coming out of New York.
Hi, Matt Watson here from Carlisle. So
You can't tell me it ain't in you to do something from where you come from.
Right. Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
God got something in you. It's gonna tell you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But boy, you done got scared.
Oh yeah. Like I think that be something they they put in their contracts too. Like you can't help the niggas over here. Now you can set up a school over the cross seas,
Yeah,
but over here, nah, you ain't finna help the niggas over here. You
Oprah
get
Winfrey.
yeah,
Oh, I went over here. I went over here to Africa. Help. Put a full girls' school up.
Mm-hmm.
Oprah little girls down in Mississippi been getting fucked up.
yeah, and Chicago.
And
Well,
Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Little girls in Africa didn't give you ratings.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Not nothing against them because those still our sisters and brothers.
right,
But you
Right.
got
right.
you got to get home straight first.
That's right.
Put it like
That's
this here:
it.
1,000 Oprahs from here can do better over there with just one Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
That I know
Mm-hmm.
for sure. So now I know again, you tried to hoodwink me. Cause what you say you over there doing, you ain't doing it like that. Person be
Charity
like, Q,
starts
how
at
you gonna
home.
say that? Let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something, boy. It's real mob killers over there, boy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They coming through the town. You do anything good, and your ass ain't in the city that resembles Atlanta or New York, like Dubai. See, you have to be in certain places in Nigeria. You
Mm-hmm.
on that? You put it like this here: if your ass in a Clayton County in Nigeria, and we talking about Clayton County from 20, 30 years ago, and that's in Nigeria, when that goddamn rebel army come through there, it's wiping everything out. And that's what I mean by you a goddamn lie. You ain't putting no school like that up over there. And if you did, you ain't doing nothing but finna get somebody killed. Now, if it's in the city of Dubai, if it's in the city of Ghana, then you know what? I can believe that. Because they
yeah.
already well protected. You ain't went to no motherfucking village and put down that school. Them folk coming through there. And when them folk coming through there, they killing everybody. And they still doing that in 2022.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See, that's what I mean by you done put this story out here and you done tried to hoodwink me. And if you did do it, like I said, you're a fool and you are a fool. Because if you put that shit in that country road town, them folk coming through that, you ain't got that army standing there 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Hold on.
right.
Mississippi keep the bill in. So I know goddamn well if you ain't did it in Mississippi, you damn sure ain't went cross country and did. Because that's a hell of a toll tax.
Mm-hmm.
You would have came out cheaper in Mississippi, where you originally from.
Yeah.
See, I'm talking about Black. Hey, Black, I might have woke up. I might have been born at night. I ain't wake up last night. You ain't gonna trick me with every goddamn thing.
Right, right.
Yeah. And see, that's why a lot of motherfuckers get mad with me. No, you ain't just gonna tell me no anything. I've been some places. I
Oh
might ain't
yeah.
been everywhere, but boy, I've been some places. And I've
Right.
been around some people.
Oh
And
yeah.
I know how to sit and listen.
Oh yeah.
And once people get to talking, and goddamn it, they telling you whether the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can pretty much goddamn start decipher what's true and what ain't true.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
And, and, and that's why I say it still lead back. It's gonna lead back to the same old saying. Right now, Black, we just at a point. It's getting to the world, man. You got to save yourself, man.
Yeah. Well.
You got
Mm-hmm.
to save yourself. At the end of the day,
That's
you
true.
got to save yourself because
Yeah.
you got people right now, they gonna die by the trickle. They mind
Mm-hmm.
made up. And they
Mm-hmm.
can be your own kid.
Right.
That's
Right.
true.
I have heard my own son tell me, "Yeah, Pop, I know that right. What you telling me? I just got to do it this way. I got to do it." That man told me that, but more than I can't even count the. I got to do it this way, Dad. I'm like, boy, do you know the trouble you had? I got to do it. And he be dead serious.
Yeah, man.
Now I can just imagine here it is. He know better. Imagine the folk that don't know no better. That came to know some things and then said, no, I just like the tree. And that's what you and Isha was talking about. No, I
Mm-hmm.
like the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just trick me, Black. Just go on and trick me, Isha. Just trick me. Don't. Just trick me. Why you see this red, don't you? No, Isha, it's blue. Black is blue. What? I'm telling you, boy, that's red. Boy, that means stop. No, boy, it's green. It means go.
Hey,
I'm
man.
like, all right, well, I guess it's green. They just take right.
Right.
Boom. That's what these folks looking for, man.
Hey, man.
That's right.
That's why I try to get my girl to understand that you have to worry about yourself a lot of time because a lot
Gotcha.
of people, like, first of all, everybody ain't gonna live the way you want them to live. They're not gonna live
Dude,
your way. So once you offer them the information, that's all you can do.
that's
What
all you
they
can
do
do.
with that information is on them. Like
That's right.
two of my homeboys, like I be talking to them sometime about some of the shit I believe in and some of the shit I look at, and
Mhm.
they be like, "Well, Black, send it to us. You know what I mean? We want to check it out too. We want to see where you be getting this shit from. So I'll send it to them.
Right,
Yeah, they might look at it. They might not.
right.
Like, pimp, I give it to you, but
You
whether
did
you
your job.
believe
You
it,
did your
yeah,
part.
that's it.
Right.
That's it. Like
That's
I've been
real.
I've been walking by myself since I've been born, like on some real shit. Like I told my best friend a couple of years ago, I was like, Pimp, growing up, Pimp, I didn't really have nobody I could talk to.
Right.
Because nobody understood where I was coming from. Everybody systemized.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody believe in doing shit the way that they are taught to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never been with that. Because
Right.
a lot of shit didn't make sense to me, even as a child. A lot of shit didn't make sense to me. So a lot of shit, man, I didn't go for it then. So, but I'm cool walking by myself, yeah. And if I'm wrong, guess what? I'm cool being wrong, nigga. I did it my way.
Right.
I didn't do it nobody else's way, but I was taught or what somebody else believed. No, nigga, I did it my way.
Black,
You know what I
before
mean?
I
So
go,
I'm cool with that.
Itchy, before I go, I got to say this because it just hopped in my mind. Before I go ahead and get my food. We're in 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
2022 of June, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes to show you. 6 months from now, what's going to be the biggest thing? 6 months from now, what's going to be
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing in the United States?
I mean, right now, people, I
I
honestly
don't
don't
know.
know. Like, it's so much shit
Christmas.
going on. I don't. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
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 End of the
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
Now, the reason I say that is, why the fuck are we still celebrating Christmas?
Hey man, that I don't know.
That's the
And we
way
know it ain't
people
nothing
been
but some
programmed.
bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, in my younger years, now I can't say as I old, and when I mean younger, I still mean pretty much before I even had kids. I was due.
We all
And
were.
my
Yeah.
kid's mom, when my kids first got born, as they continue to grow, they used to get mad. I was like, hey, ain't no fucking Santa Claus here. I remember my little girl, oh, Santa Claus coming. Ain't no fucking
Mm-mm.
Santa Claus. Her grandparents might be sitting right there, and I'd be dead serious. But her granddaddy used to kind of laugh. Cause he like, well, he just standing there ground. He like, cause his granddaughter look at her and like, hey, man said ain't no Santa Claus. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
But I
my
say
my
that I say that because a lot of shit we do off traditional
Tradition.
habit
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and off that
yeah,
habit. And
yeah.
see, this was started. It goes back. Remember, I was telling you about black when we had the braids, but yet me and you don't realize the predator that see the young boy who really call himself taking our swag, but
Right.
his defense mechanism ain't all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
See, that 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 go that same thing.
Mm.
That's why God say don't worship nothing.
Yep.
That's
Don't
It's
right.
do
pagan.
nothing
It's
of
pagan.
trickery or idol
That's
worshiper
right.
of no sort.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Even going
See,
back to the Easter thing, that's really
same
like
thing.
that was like a sex cult or something, sex ritual.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
see,
I like.
that's why he say don't fall false to idol worshipers or gods.
Right.
That's
Right.
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 See, we know how to take it. All
Right.
right, it's Easter, cool. Paint some ads, whatever. We like, all right, well, whatever. Cool. We just really there to have a good time.
Right.
Right.
But that younger mind, boy, it
Yeah.
about to get duped. It about to get hoodwinked. Somebody about to prey on it, and by the time we see it, what it is, the reason a lot of parents turn a blind eye because honestly, it was the embarrassment. You know why? See, they knew better. They they heard the mentioning of what we just said,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the damage happened, it's hard to admit and go back and say you were wrong.
Right.
I'm just gonna be
Right.
real,
Right.
especially when the word already done penetrated you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now you about to get a triple penetration, plus plus you about to get another penetration because you about to get scolded from somebody who already told you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And most humans, instead of taking that scolding, guess what they'll do? They'll just tuck their tongue, they'll tuck their tail, and they'll act like
And
it
just
didn't
do
happen,
it.
or either
Mm-hmm.
just go
Right.
somewhere else and not face the basically not face the consequences of what your actions was that you put that person in place.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I never got the concept of Christmas. Like as hard as your parents work
Right.
to
And you're
get
gonna
you
get a
all this
credit to
shit,
somebody
you
else.
gonna get this credit to a fat white boy with a
Right.
beard that don't even really exist.
Don't even
Don't even
exist.
exist.
My
Easter,
daughter got in trouble in pre-K for telling the kids in class that Santa Claus wasn't real because I taught my kids the truth.
Right.
right,
Like,
right.
no.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And she
I
actually got in
remember
trouble 4 years old.
I remember waking up one Christmas and my uncle and my mama was in there putting the toys together. Because we used to go to sleep about 7 o'clock. Right after
Right.
6 o'clock, wrestling go off.
Right.
Oh, we in there trying our damnedest to go to sleep.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And by 12, 1 o'clock, hey man, we back up. And boy, one year I got up early and I went in there and seen them putting them toys together. Hey man, my mama cussed my ass out. Boy, you better not go in there and say shit.
Right.
Nigga, I went straight to my goddamn brother and sister. Hey, goddamn
Hey.
it. I done caught him, goddamn.
Hey. Okay.
I done caught him.
Can't
What
wait to
what you
tell it.
talking about? Boy, ain't no goddamn Santa Claus. That's mama them. I'm telling you, they in there right now. Goddamn putting them toys together. Hey man.
Hey. For real.
Hey.
Hey,
Just like Easter. A rabbit don't lay motherfucking eggs.
Right.
right.
So how that shit don't
Right.
even go together?
Right.
Like, hey
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We, we love the life. We
Hey
love it,
man.
man.
Yeah,
A-
wow. We
a- But see, the reason I say stuff like that too, just to show people how wise God is, even at the top of our wisdom, how He'll make it look so foolish.
right, right.
Because once you get
Oh,
the knowledge
foolish
and get the wisdom,
Galatians.
No, yeah.
it's like, well, damn, all right, well, now that you break it down like that, okay, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. This
Right.
why I shouldn't deal in this buffoonery,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
because it's gonna catch the young mind every time.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And most of all, look who it always hit first before it get the man. It
Right.
promotes to the women,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Of course.
because
Of course.
the woman who also is a helper in the household, if she happy, it goes back to the old saying, happy
Happy
wife,
wife,
happy
happy
life.
life.
Yeah.
Here it is,
Oh
your
Lord.
wife living a lie that you done ordained, and now the kids living a whole lie. Now the
Right.
next door neighbor kids and the wife and the husband living a lie. That shit just done did a domino effect all the way around the damn community. Now the
Oh
other
yeah.
community living the same damn lives next year. Then you turn on the TV, now the whole goddamn state got it.
Yeah.
Now the other state called another state, boy, y'all ain't doing this on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, what Thanksgiving? Oh boy, we get together, boy, we celebrate a big old turkey, boy. Come to find out they were killing niggas on Thanksgiving and the pilgrims.
Yep.
Boiling your ass in the pot. Ain't gonna tell you, forgive us,
Yeah.
but we about to cook your ass.
Hey man.
Long story short, that's just what it was.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's true that.
Hey man. They people, grown folks, read up on what these holidays are really about.
For
That's
real.
right.
Like a lot of shit you celebrate, man, it ain't shit to be celebrated.
Nah, man.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of shit that they give us to celebrate, they don't even
They don't.
celebrate.
You're
They
right
don't
about
even
that.
celebrate.
That's true.
Hey man. Well, look here, man. I know y'all got to go. I know Miss Isha probably
Yeah,
got
we
to get
go.
some rest and get up
I
in the
Yeah,
told.
go
morning
I
and
ahead
go
and
got
to
give
my
me
work.
power
something.
hour when I got home today.
Hey
I had to lay down today.
Yeah, I gotta
man.
go ahead and get me something to eat.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
but yeah, man, it's always a pleasure, man. I had got off
Oh yeah.
working. They finally let us off a little early today, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. They didn't get the butter from the duck today, huh?
Boy, they still got it. It just so happened we just got off a little early. That's all.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah.
They
But
didn't. They didn't. They didn't kill a nigga today. They damn near.
yeah,
We're gonna damn near kill
right.
him.
Right before he tap out, we gonna go and let him go. And that's exactly what,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I see how
man.
y'all want to play.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. I see how y'all want to play. But
Right.
yeah, man, as always, man, good, man.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
glad y'all let me chime in with
Oh,
y'all, man.
I
oh man.
enjoyed this. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Even though
It's
Black
Yeah.
put me on the spot tonight and had me on there
Yeah.
by
I ain't know
myself.
you were gonna
Yeah.
run that fast. I didn't know you were gonna
Right.
run that
I was only
She
gone for a minute. I
she
was gone, not even a
she
minute.
said about 20, she said about 30, 40 seconds she was gone, Black. I said, oh,
fast.
John. I said she done got cold feet.
I did.
That's
I was like,
funny.
oh
Hey Johnny, did she tell you what she did when we see her in Walmart
Lord.
after we went and walked?
Tell him it's really true. Tell him it's really
Hey,
true, Papa
What?
Black.
Pimp, let me tell you something.
Tell him.
We had to, we went and walked, so and we talked about 30 minutes after that. Me, her, India, and my girl, we out there talking. So
Uh,
me and my
Oh my
girl, we go
goodness.
to Walmart. We got them shopping and shit. We get groceries and all this whole shit. I look up. I said, "The hell, that go Isha." I'm like, hey, boy. She kept on going. I said, "Shout go tell her that was me." I said, because she said she do not make eye contact. She do
ah,
not.
ah,
Hey, she did ass here, pimp.
I was getting it to him and
no,
get it
Oh
up
man.
and
yeah,
down them aisles.
yeah.
I heard, hey. I ain't even,
You were running.
Now she was running, but she did not look around. She did not turn to see what was. She
mm-mm.
didn't do shit. She
Mm-mm.
She said
kept on.
she
She kept
she
moving.
said she just ignored the hell out of you.
Ignored the shit out of it.
Until his
Oh
girl came
man.
and grabbed me by my waist, like, hey. And then I turned around. She said, oh, I thought you about to get me the way you turned around.
Hey man.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
Oh,
all
man.
good,
man.
man. It's all
Yeah,
good,
man.
man. Damn.
Hey.
Mm, mm, mm,
I'm
mm.
like, dog,
And
I'm just
it's
trying to get in here and get what I need. I ain't got time for this. Got my little walking gear on and stuff too. Look, I'm just trying to get what I need to get and get up out of here. So whoever that is, I ain't turning around. Mm-mm.
Hey man,
Damn.
I couldn't do that but bust out laughing. I said, I know she hit me. I
Right.
I
know
heard
she
you.
hit me. I was like, hell no.
I like,
Man.
he ain't talking to me.
Yeah. Damn, Isha.
That is
Well,
funny.
hey, she said it. So I guess it's a
Hey,
true statement.
it's
It
the truth.
is. It's the
It's the
truth.
truth. It is the truth.
It's the truth.
Don't, don't,
Please believe it.
there ain't no sense trying to stop you, huh?
Mm-mm. None whatsoever.
Hey man.
Man,
Well, look here,
I'm
Pimp.
go
You
ahead and get
go,
my food. I
yeah,
know it's
you,
about
Yeah,
cold,
yeah,
get
but
your
yeah,
food.
yeah.
I,
Go get your food.
I
And
definitely,
Miss,
man, I definitely chime. You know, I'll see you this Saturday, Black.
oh yeah, yeah. Hey man, prayer want to know if we can do 1:30 instead of 12:30. Since he get off at 12:30.
Okay, yeah, cause that'll still give me, yeah, I still have enough time then. Yeah,
Yeah, or we can do
okay,
1 o'clock. We can do 1 o'clock. It don't matter.
okay. I mean, either one cool, cause I ain't got the Let me see this Saturday, cause yeah, what I need to do it don't start around about 3:30 no way.
Okay, well we'll
I
do
mean,
one o'clock.
but I ain't gonna get there to 4:30, so it don't matter.
Right.
Yeah, it started at 3:30, but I ain't gonna get there to
Okay.
4:30, so it's
Well,
all good.
we'll do 1 o'clock. We'll just split them in half. We'll do
All
one
right,
o'clock. You know what I
okay,
mean?
bet.
So, hey
Well,
man,
y'all
y'all take it easy
gentlemen
and be
have a
careful out there,
great,
man.
All
great
right, man,
night.
that's a
It's been
bet.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
I'll see you later.
All right.
Talk to y'all later.
All
All
right,
right.
pimp.
All right, peace.
All right, Miss Esha. All right, all right. Hey man, it's been a long night, been a good night. Conversations coming from everywhere. We didn't plan on all this to talk about, but hey man, there's nothing wrong with great conversation, man. And don't be scared to chime in or to come be a part of the podcast because we like different inputs. You know what I mean? It's somebody out here that's think the way you think too. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to come and talk. You know what I mean? So, hey man, anybody want to meet me in the morning? Go walking. I will be there probably about 9:30. I'll probably be there about I say about 9. I'll probably be there about 9:30. So if you want to meet me, go walking, hit me, hit my inbox or something so I know to look out for you. And then on Saturdays, we are walking at 10:30, 10:30, 10:30. Saturday morning and Sundays, we get out there at 9:30. Excuse me. Just trying to get people healthier. So you can stay around a little while, man. So I'm gonna keep hitting y'all every morning that I go walking, trying to antagonize you so I can get you out there so you can get healthier. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep messing with you about going walking out there. So if it bothers you, I don't care. But we appreciate you tuning in to the Esha and India show. Appreciate Johnny Q chiming in. Always a pleasure with great conversation, man. But hey, man, I'm your boy Papa Black, and tomorrow I'll be right back at you tomorrow with the den. I gotta find out what exactly we're gonna do with the den or who we're gonna have in the den. But I'll be back with you tomorrow with the den, 9:15. So y'all know me, man. Y'all know my saying. Y'all be easy and be careful out here in these streets, man. And try to stay out of the way. There's too much shit going on, man. But y'all be easy, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.